Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Yuri Venanzi, and I'm going to present you today how to boost your bakery's performance with Odoo. So, as I said, I'm Yuri, and I'm a business advisor here at Odoo. And here is what we're going to do today. So first of all, before going into the demonstration and everything related to the bakery, I would like to make a small introduction about what is Odoo. Then, of course, we'll go through the demonstration and see how Odoo can actually boost your bakery here. By the end of the demonstration, of course, we'll conclude with everything we have done so far today. And with the time we have left, we'll, of course, go through a Q&A to answer your following questions about the demonstration. Odoo, what is it? So, basically, as you know, Odoo is a main big company here. We provide managing softwares, and now by the year of 2025, we are around 7,000 employees. We have more than 100,000 contracts with clients enterprise. We have more than 13 million happy users, and we are present in about 180 countries, which make us like a big presence worldwide as well. So what is Odoo and what are the main features and advantage of our platform? So Odoo is basically an integrated platform, meaning that we provide many apps interconnected together. So it's basically the tool you have to use for your company, since you can basically do many things together. As I just said, it's also complete, so you can either have marketing, human resources, sales, invoicing, accounting, and even website as well. Odoo is a super evolutive tool, meaning that you can really start from small. Our clients may start with 1 to 2 apps, and then they can evolve with all the modules we have. So basically, you can really use Odoo for many years. And our last features here that I would like to present is that we try to be as intuitive as possible, since we would like many users to use our solution. So what we have introduced lately with the few release of our latest Odoo versions is that we have released industries. What does it mean? It means that we, for specific type of businesses, we provided really already pre-made datas that are really simple then to implement Odoo for your type of activity. So as you know here today, we're gonna make it with the bakery. So if you guys are not interested, of course, there are many other webinars, so maybe your type of industry. And what I would like to mention as well is that 2 weeks ago, one of my colleagues did also the same presentation in French. So if you guys would like to, you feel maybe more comfortable to watch the same thing in French, you just have to go on our YouTube channel, and Ryan did an amazing job 2 weeks ago. So now it's time for demo. So what we'll cover today is basically, of course, we'll try to cover as many apps as possible based on what we should see today related to the bakery, of course. So the main things is about the sales channels. We will go through 3 sales channels today, such as the sales, the main one in B2B. We'll come to it later. We will do, of course, the POS, which is the main sales channel for you as a bakery when people go to your physical store and have to make a small purchase for a pastry, a bread, or anything like that. And of course, we'll do the e-commerce sales channel as well, because nowadays, of course, many people like to shop online and like to pre-order something, which makes another sales channel, of course, for your customers. So I just came to the e-commerce, so of course we will also talk about the website. We'll go a bit through how to maybe make a really good landing page for your customer to see your bakery, which will also increase the visibility of your business. We'll also go through finance at the end of the demonstration. So of course, if we make many sales, we of course have to invoice. I know that for many people, accounting is not the best thing that we like, but it's also one of the most important things when we have to manage a business. So of course, we will go through this process as well. as you may have understood, since we will make many sales as well, and we have an inventory to manage, so we'll see what are the reflections of on doing sales with Odoo with inventory, which is also like a thing that you will see that many apps of Odoo are interconnected. If we have time, we'll maybe go through human resources as well, since I know that many of you that have a bakery may have, you know, a team to handle, and maybe you need tools such as planning, days off, in order to have a really good team organization. Now I will go to my database to start the demonstration. So here you may be familiar with this environment. So here basically we are on Odoo with all the apps I have chosen for this specific demonstration. So here of course the bakery, that's why we see things as point of sale, invoicing, CRM here, sales, purchase, inventory of course, and of course, as I have presented in the beginning of this webinar, Odoo is super evaluative. So once you have a subscription with us, you can basically go to this app store here. And what you can do here is basically install all the apps you need based on your needs. So you can basically go through the marketing apps to the human resources as well that you can just add with time. Since you have a subscription, as I just said, you can basically add everything. Okay, here we go. So how are we gonna really structure today our webinar and our demonstration? I would like to go through different sales channels specific to a bakery. So first of all, I would like to start with the point of sale, which is mainly, I would really believe so that this is really where you make the most of your sales. So, okay, here I will directly then go into the point of sale, and as you know, we have to open the register. So we'll just put ourselves in a situation. It's Monday morning, the weekend was great, and now I have to work again, and a lot of people are hungry, and I have to of course come early to my bakery. So Odoo by default will always ask you to count the opening cash. So here basically, because we close the weekend with this amount of cash, so here in instance is 358.35. I check it, it's okay, I will just open my register. And here I have my point of sale environment with all my products. So I have many things here, and we can always, of course, have different categories. Here I have just configured 2, but it's really up to you. It's customizable, of course, so you can have as many categories as you wish. So today we expect a lot of clients, and basically it's the case. We have a big queue today, and the first customer would like to order 1 cannelé, 1 cookie, and 1 croissant. So here we have an order. So you can directly here see the prices that pops up automatically here, and from here you can basically do many things. So of course you can always give a discount. Imagine that it's someone we know and would like to be nice today because it's Monday morning, we need a smile, it's sunny today. Okay, we're gonna make a small 10%. I just basically clicked here, put 10, and here you can directly see that automatically the 10% are popping up. Basically, we can also choose a customer. You know, when you have a bakery, I guess you always have recurring customer and you would like to know who is making an order. So here we can directly go to our customer base, and here we can see all of our customer. We can see that we have Mia, Olivier Cosquino, Sergent du Tennis, and so on. So here we know that Sergent du Tennis is the one today, and he's really hungry today, he's really greedy, so it's him. Perfect. And what we see here, it's another thing again. So you see here that we have a points that is popping up. Why? Because thanks to Odoo, we can also set up some fidelity program, meaning that you can reward your best customer. In case here, we know that since Sergent has just ordered 3 pastries, he has 3 more points. Maybe when he will get 10 points, he will have a pastry for free. Okay, so here we can proceed and go to payment. And here, of course, Odoo will always propose and offer a different way to pay. So what we do here, what we see is basically by cash or by card. So here the order is amounted to 8.23, and the customer would like to pay by cash because it's easier for him today. And he only has a bill of 10 euro, but it's no problem, you know, I will just go for 10 here, and we Odoo directly here manage the change. So you see how easy, you know, to handle your register, your point of sale here. You just have really your screen with everything here. The client is only have a 10 euro bill. You just, you know, write it down, and then Odoo always will automatically put the change here. So here I will just validate. And here we have our order that is made. I forgot to mention it, but maybe I can already anticipate your questions here, but you can connect many hardwares to your Odoo as well. So here, in case why it came up to my mind is because here we can print the ticket, so we can have a printer that is connected to Odoo, but we can also have a black box, some screen as well, such as iPad and so on, which make it easy, of course, for your customer later. In case you don't want to print because it's not necessary for you, you can basically just here send an email with the receipt to your client. I won't do it here, but you understood how it goes. And here we can just make a new order, and we see here the beautiful receipt that we can always personalize, of course. Okay, and now we're back to our environment here, and unfortunately Sergent came back to us. I hope it will, of course, never happen to you. And he said that one of the pastry was not really good, and he would like to get a refund. Sometimes it can happen, of course, and this is where Odoo here can easily handle it. You see here that there's basically 3 dots, and you can always go here and go to refund, and then you see all your past orders here, all your history. And here we see Sergent du Tennis. We know he's really a customer that is really coming every day, so we would like him to be satisfied, so we will refund basically everything here. Of course, we can always choose the amount. Here we go. Right, I don't know why it didn't happen. Okay, here we'll go back to our backend, and we'll go back to our POS a little bit later. So I hope it was clear enough so far. And now we will switch and jump to the second sales channels, which is the website. So why? Because basically sometimes this is something that can definitely happen to me as well. You know, it's Tuesday, and I know that on Thursday I would like to pick up my pastries before going to work. So what I do is basically, as a customer, I go to the website. Oh, and here I see the beautiful website that has been built with Odoo. So we won't really talk a lot about it today because there are many webinars that talks about it, but Odoo is also really now a really efficient tool to build a website. So here, as a bakery, thanks to Odoo, you can directly, from a few clicks in a few hours, have this, you know, this landing page, when it will really give a lot of advantage to your customers, because they can really now see how professional you are because you have actually a website. Here we go. What should I do? I would like to go to the shop and make my order. So here I would like 3 baguettes because I would like to make a small pleasure to my colleagues for Thursday morning. 3 baguettes, add to cart. Sounds good. View cart. And here, see again that with Odoo we can also set up some rules that you can have some discount program, meaning that here I have set up before that from 3 baguettes, if you order more than 3 baguettes, then you have 1 for free. So here, this is the rule I have applied, of course, but you can do many different things. It's really up to your business, up to your needs, and up what you would like to offer to your customers, of course. Okay, here I see checkout, pay with demo. Of course, I will check out here, And here I see that I have two options. Basically, I know that for a bakery, sometimes it's easier for people just to order online and then to pick up in store. And for other people, of course, we will come back to it later, but we can also maybe set up a delivery process that then your employees can handle, or you can also work with carriers and so on, of course. Okay, here, of course, I will go for the pickup in store thing. And here I can confirm. I see here that I have my free baguette because I ordered 3. I'm really greedy today, as I said earlier. Confirm. And here I can continue to check out. I can ask for my pickup date. Here, as I said, I would like it to be on Thursday. Here we go, apply. And here we can continue to check out. And here, okay, I see that I can pay online or pay on site. Here I would like to have a few words with the cashier on Thursday, so I would like to pay on site directly. And I confirm. And here you see, as a customer, the process was super easy, really in a few clicks. It really took a few seconds here. I could order my baguette. I basically have also one free product. I'm super happy about it. And now directly I have a small pop-up message here that tell me that my order is ready. No, not ready, but they thank me for my order, of course, and I will also receive an email. So thanks to this, also the customer experience is really enhanced for sure. So what we'll simulate here now is basically that it's Thursday and we would like now our customer to see that his order is ready. So now I will put my cashier cap again, and we will go back to the point of sale. We will continue selling because I forgot to close the register. This is something you shouldn't do, of course, when you handle the bakery. We have to make sure that everything is really closed before we can opening again. Continue selling, and here same environment as earlier, of course, and I can go to my 3 dots again when we can do a lot of things, and here you can see all your order, and we will basically find the order that has just been made from the website. So on the day itself, when Yuri, our customer, is gonna come by the morning to pick up his 4 baguette, we will be able to find it directly here. And so here the same, settle the order, and no payment is the same process as earlier, super easy. And here the customer would like to pay by card because easier for him today, and we can validate this. I forgot to mention it earlier, but by clicking here we can also directly issue an invoice, which is basically also like super easy for you when you want the process to be a little bit faster. Here validate, and here we go, new order. Okay, we have made 2 different sales process so far. So here, no, it's important. I will just close my register. Okay, and here Odoo ask again to of course count the cash to make sure that our transaction of the day were matched with what we see now. So we can basically count like this, so it's also easier if you have an employee and he just counts every bills. He can go like I have this, and so on and so on. Here we'll do it just a little bit faster. We know that we have 3, 6, okay, 0.68. And our register is officially closed. Okay, so this was really the B2C process, and now I know that for some bakeries now there are some special offers that you also deal with companies and also bigger customers. So for example, it could be companies breakfast and so on, which make it a really bigger order. Of course, we could always order in a physical store like we just did, or through the website, but sometimes it's I would say easier when you can plan it in advance. That's why we will go back to your website, and here you see that, for example, now I'm playing the role of a company. I'm a company and I'm organizing my breakfast next week for my fellow employees, and I would like them to be very happy. So I'm going to the best bakery in the world, the bakery industry from Odoo. Okay, I see the website here, and now I will just go to the contact us form, which we will see later, and then it's super easier to handle every demands from the customers. Okay, so I will go here, and here I have a small form when I can fill up my my details. So here phone numbers, we'll just fake it, of course. My name today is Bastinho Closos. My email is here. My subject is like, can you make me an offer for a biggie breakfast? That's nice. Please do a nice offer for us. Okay. Submit, and once again, as a customer, I'm directly warned that my demand has been received and that will come back to me shortly. Okay, as the bakery chef, I have here my environment, and this is where now we're gonna enter the CRM. Why? Because instead of receiving an emails with all the demands, here, thanks to Odoo, we have a centralized tool that manage all those new demands, and we will be able to organize and see all of our new commercial leads. So here I go into the CRM, and here we see then a different stage of pre-sales process. And what do we see? We see all of our new demands here. Okay, there was a small bug. I don't know why my demand that I just did it should appear here. There was a small problem, but it's not a big deal. And so here, for example, we'll just create one. And so the company is Yuri and Co. Here we go. Contact is Bastinos Closos. Okay, and we can add it. We'll just do it manually here. And so we'll go into this form, and normally we would have seen all the questions and the subject from the customers. So here, what I just did, it was, can you make me an offer for a company's breakfast? So we can basically put a text here directly. So breakfast, we know it's for a company. We have heard that this company is basically super rich, so we want to prioritize this company with 3-star. And here now you see here that Urine Calls opportunity just came on top of this pipeline, because we have put 3 stars and we see that it's for a breakfast and for a company. Okay, nice. What we can do again with this CRM is that we can basically directly exchange with our customer. Because here you see here what we call the chatter into Odoo. We can here directly communicate with the customer. I will just add an address email for Bastinos. Okay. And here we can write an email. You can also have your emails templates from scratch here. So when you want to earn time, you can have all your templates, and basically here you can just say, welcome, and then you can save it as a template. And you can also use AI now with our latest version. So when you want to really earn time, what you can do is basically say, okay, propose what we offer for companies with our bakery. And here Odoo just came up with an email, and we can basically use this. Here we go, and we can send it to our customer. And here, once the customer is gonna reply, it's gonna appear here in this small environment, which will make it like a small conversation, which then make it super easy to communicate with your customer, because you can always go back to this page and you see the conversation directly. It's super easy, and you can really centralize all your communication instead of having all your emails, your WhatsApp, and sometimes it can be a little bit hectic to find out where our messages are. If sometimes you're a little bit distracted, or that you need some, a to-do list to remember to do things, especially in such a B2B process, that you have some time, to follow up on the customer to make sure he got the offer and so on. What we can do with Odoo here is that we can plan activity. So here on the chatter again, we can go to activity, and I can say, like, for example, that I have to call Bastinos by the latest on Friday, that I know that he has received my first offer, for example. So I will go to save, and here no, I know that I have to call Bastinos in 3 days. And you have another way to also have this reminder. If you go here on the small clock, you see that it's like a little to-do list with all the activities of the day. So basically, as a business advisor here at Odoo, when I connect to my Odoo every day, I go to my clock here and I know what I have to do today, which really helped me not to forget anything and to be always on time with my following activities of the day. So that's super nice. And you have a second reminder here. You see that you have some colors, which are basically related to the activities of the day. So we see that for this new stage that we have to that we are late to send an email for a Mars incorporation. We know here that for Bastinos, we have to call him in the future. We just plan the activity together. We know that for Jean-Guillaume Lamano, we have to call him today as well. So because it's in orange. So when you open your pipe, you really have a whole overview of what you have to do to really optimize all your potential customers to make a big offers. And this offer will do it now. So here I will take my opportunity and put it to proposition. I will go there again, and now it's time to make a new quotation. Here from the CRM, we will directly jump into another Odoo applications, which is sales. So we go to new quotation, and here we have a quotation form that will of course fill up. There are different ways to make it. You can always have your template in case it's always the same order. So here I have prepared one, for example, the company's breakfast. And here we directly have a full order here with bagel, baguette, pastéis de nata, croissant, pain au chocolat, and cookie. And if by the end of the day the customer is calling you again and say, finally I only need 20 croissants, 20 pain au chocolat, and 20 cookie, it's of course always easy to change it from here. So it's only 20. It's only 20 here, and it's only 20 here. Okay, super easy to change, as you see. What else? We see here that we have some indicators about something. Why? Because we see some colors again. We see some blue stuff and some red stuff. Again, it's directly a signal with your inventory, meaning again that we are on the sales app and we have a connection with the inventory app. As you may have all guys understand, when it's red, it means that we don't have enough croissant anymore. So what we do is that I will just click here, which is a direct link with the inventory. I directly have a view on the forecast. We only have 13 in stock anymore, so we'll have to produce more. Odoo directly gives us a signal that we need to produce in K, because we have to basically provide the customers with this order as fast as possible. We know that we can always go to the catalog as well if you want to add some more products, which is super nice. You go to the catalog here and okay, finally Bastinos is really hungry and he wants to please all the employees of his company, so we'll add some cannoli, some cinnamon, let's be mad today, and yeah, some cookies. No, we already have some. Perfect. And when I go back to the quotation here, you see that all the products I have just add directly pops up here. It's amazing. So here we will downgrade the cookie as well because we don't have it in stock, and we'll downgrade the croissant. Amazing. So here we can send this to the customer. Here we have a beautiful quotation as well that you can always change here, the template, if you like. If you guys are artistic and you need something really nice, you can always do it. Continue, and of course this email will be sent to the chatter. Again, here you see an email that directly popped up. You could always modify this email. It's the same principle as earlier. You can always have your templates as well in case you always have the same email to send. So this customer is gonna receive this, and in the same time, he will be able to see a button where he can basically see his quotation online. And how does it look like? It's basically here when you go on preview, you have this amazing online quotation. Basically, I'm Bastinos, and as a customer, I'm super happy. I'm young. I can see this online. It's a super customer experience. I can see the terms and conditions directly here. Oh, amazing. I can even communicate with my customer. I love this experience. I love Odoo, and I love to eat. Amazing. Bastinos is really crazy today, and since he cannot wait to sign, it's really good because Odoo provides you with such a solution that you can directly sign from here. So here we have directly a beautiful signature that pops up, but we can also draw it. So BCG, amazing. Accept and sign. It really took me 3 seconds here to sign. Maybe before you needed like to print, to sign with a pen. It is always really annoying to do that. We're not gonna lie to each other. Okay, and here Odoo also asks us that we can pay online. Here we're not gonna do it, but we are working with different payment providers, and if you want your customer to pay directly from here, it's something that we do. Okay, so we'll go back to our quotation template here, and now we see in the chatter we directly have the information. First, we see that the customer loved the experience, love Odoo, and love that he eats. Okay, perfectly. We directly receives the feedback from the customer, and we also see here that the quotation has been signed. So we directly have the document as well, which make it super easy. And now we confirm this, and now it's switch from quotation to sales order. You see here that now we have a new button that just appeared. This is the delivery button. Since we have confirmed the order, Odoo makes again a new connection with the inventory and knows that we will have to deliver this product. So basically here we see the delivery order. We will come back to it in a few seconds. So I hope it was clear enough, this part. Of course, you can ask your questions later if it was not clear. But here it was really the B2B process. When you want to make a big order, you see how we can sign an online quotation, that it's super easy, that you can also handle all your new commercial leads. When it's big customers, that you really have this view about it, and that you can put reminders, and it will, of course, optimize your sales process and make better sales over the weeks, over the months, over the years, and so on. Okay, great. So now I'm pretty sure what you are all asking yourself, it's how we manage the stocks. Okay, so basically here I will go to my inventory app, and this is where we can configure the day-to-day stock. So if I go to products, here we see all of our product, and we see here the on-hand product, which means the products that we have in stock. So for instance, here I will go to pain au chocolat, and here you always have, of course, to check this track inventory. This way Odoo knows that we track this product, and here we know that we have 60 on hand. I didn't configure this today, but for people that are interested, and maybe actually it's the case for some of you guys in the bakery, that you always would like a minimum stock for a certain product. For example, here we know that pain au chocolat is maybe one of the most sold products, so we need to always have a minimal amount of stock. So what we do is that we directly go to the reordering rules here, and here we can set up a rule that we always need a minimum of 20, and this way Odoo gives you a reminder and can even trigger a purchase quotation to your suppliers, meaning the day we have maybe 15 pain au chocolat in stock, Odoo is gonna give you this reminder that you have to order as you have to, of course, satisfy your customer when they come to buy pain au chocolat. So this is something that you can do easily. Okay. So now with this inventory, you can always have this dashboard as well, where you see all your receipts in case you work with suppliers. So for instance here, when you want to handle your purchase into Odoo, for example, to buy, I don't know, flowers, sugar, eggs, and so on with your suppliers, when the day you make big orders, I don't know how you guys work, but you can always make your purchase with Odoo, and here you will see all your receipts. Here, since we haven't done it today, we'll only, of course, talk about the delivery orders. So when I open this, you see all the delivery orders that we have to do. So here we have a list, and of course we see the one that we have just done, that we have to deliver to Bastinos, of course. And here we see that it's today, and here you have your delivery order, and of course we see all the available quantities that are available. If I wouldn't have changed the quantity as I did earlier, we would have an available message in red, because we don't have it in stock. So it means that we have to produce it and again change it, of course. Okay, so here we have it. In case, guys, you have many delivery orders, and you need to have, for example, a calendar view to know when you have to deliver which orders, then this is really nice in Odoo as well. I haven't talked about it yet, but in Odoo you always have different kind of views. So here, for instance, you can have this calendar view, and then you see all the delivery orders by every day. So we know that we had 3 on Monday, we know that we had a few on Tuesday as well. And so here, for your organization, you can always open this calendar, and then you know when you have to deliver all the orders that have been sold. There is many other things that you can check into the inventory, but for further explanation, if you need really a personalized explanation and process, I really suggest that you get into a business advisor like me, and we can make a personalized demonstration really based on your business. Okay, so now we have gone through the 3 different sales channels. The most important, the point of sale, also the online channel with the order we have made online, the B2B process as well when you have big orders, and we have seen here the impact on the inventory and all the connection between the apps, and of course now it's time to go, guys, to this super cool part, which is the invoicing process. So of course you may have understand that Odoo is intuitive and wants to make you guys earn time. So of course you don't have to create an invoice from scratch. The sales that we have just made here with for Bastinos, we can directly, of course, create an invoice. And you see here, Odoo put it here in purple, which really means here call to action. We can create an invoice directly from here. Here it's a regular invoice. We can make down payments. There are really many things you can do. It's crazy. And here we see here this invoice. It's my first invoice, so the sequence starts with 1, of course, makes sense. We can confirm, then it's posted, and again we have a new chatter, and we can send this invoice to our customer. Same principle, we have an email that appears. We can always choose between our model, go with AI, or just write it on our own. and we send it. And here our invoice is here. Amazing. Okay, so now once our invoice is done, we will go through a little bit to the accounting app. It means that I don't like accounting. I have to download it. This way I show you how to go through the App Store. It's even better. So here I will install the accounting app. You see how easy it is. It's basically like you have an iPhone, you would like to add an app, you just go on the App Store and it's done. Okay, amazing. Accounting is here. So here you have basically a dashboard with all your sales invoice, all your purchase invoice. You also have your bank. And I know here for many people, it's really a main things to have is basically that you can set up and connect your bank into Odoo. This way you can synchronize all your coming invoices with what you have received on your bank account, which makes the process super easier. So here you can connect your bank. You just have to go here basically and connect your bank. I won't do it today because I don't know which banks you guys use, of course, but we are working with thousands of banks here, so you don't have to worry about it. So this is about the bank. Something that you guys like to ask in general as well is it's more for the B2B, of course, sales and invoices, but you can always make some automatic reminders about the unpaid invoice. So when you go there, you can go on follow-up levels, and here you see that we have some two follow-up levels by default. When you go here, we see that every 15 days. So when a customer is late by 15 days, we can just send an automatic email. Here we just check automatic. It means that when Odoo understands that the customer hasn't paid his invoice by 15 days, an automatic email is sent. It's super nice because then it means that you don't have to check every week on your invoices, which is super annoying. Odoo can do it for you, and that also really gives you the chance that you get your money, of course, which is the most important thing when we do business. Okay, what else here? Here you really have to understand that our accounting app is super complete. So you have, of course, all your reporting here. So if you want to see your balance sheet, your profits and loss, your cash flow statement, once again, I won't go into details here, but you can really do a lot. Our accounting app is really complete, and also since the latest version, we have many new features. It's amazing. To end up this demonstration, I would like to now show you a little bit how Odoo, like it's really the last example of how Odoo is interconnected. It's when you will go to contact. You will see, for example, we will take Sergent, which was our first customer. And here we see Sergent now, a beautiful guy who made already one POS orders and so on. So it means that everything we do with one customer, it then goes into his contact form. So we know that Sergent has made one POS order, and we can directly see it here. We know as well that Sergent has now one loyalty card. Why? Because he has bought many pastries, so he got some points. We see here that he got 3 points. Maybe the rules is like after 10 points he can get a pastry for free. And so going on this contact, you can really see all the information about the past transaction you have done with your customer. It's the same with Bastinos. If we go to Bastinos, you see that we have invoiced him already €241, really good customer, of course. One sales, we have one opportunity, and so on. Okay, so here the demonstration came to an end. So we'll make a small conclusion, guys, about what Odoo can provide for your bakery. So as you see, we can definitely save a lot of time when using Odoo. We see with all the process, with all the automatic invoices as well, stop the Excel, stop everything. Thanks to Odoo, you can really save time. Save time means, of course, more profit, because you can really emphasize and highlight all your actions on increasing your business instead of doing administrative things. You can see that we can also automate a lot of process. And thanks to that, the customer, of course, is going to be happier and happier. He's going to get loyalty cards. He sees his quotations online. He can sign online. Many things that Odoo provides, and of course, it will bring customer loyalty. So thank you guys for listening. Now we will have a small break, and you can write your questions, and then we'll come back to you in a few minutes. I will be really happy to answer your questions, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I'm back. It was short, I know, but now I'm able to answer a few questions of yours. So I will start with the first question here, which is from Buzz87403, who asks, can it connect to handheld card scanner to pass amounts, ads, and record payments? So if I understood your questions correctly here, it's that we may connect a terminal, a payment terminal to Odoo. It's actually the case. So Odoo works with different terminal payments. You can check it on our website. You can just write down on the browser how to connect a terminal payment with Odoo, and you will find many information on that. So it's basically super easy. Here I have another question from Adrienne. Is a mixed payment possible, €5 in cash and €3 in card, for example? Yes, I will try to do it here. Basically, okay, we go to the POS. Where is it? We'll open register. Open register. Amount croissant. Bigger up. Payment. Card, and now here you pay 5 by card, for example, and cash 5.6, and then you can always change the amount. So you just have to play with both, and then here you can basically pay. Because it's a super nice question, actually, because when I was younger and I had a few remaining cash and I wanted to pay the rest by card, sometimes it was not possible. I was super annoyed by that, and thanks to that, if I knew Odoo before, then it would be easier, of course. I have a new question here. From Dragos Buzz, just to be sure, the POS module needs to be run using a computer in the shop, correct? Yes, so here you can use different different kind of device actually. So you can use a computer, but you can also use a screen such as an iPad or any kind of other screen. Of course, an iPhone is not here, I would say, super what's the word I'm looking for, useful, of course, because it's too small. But yes, you have to have something to handle your sales, your POS for sure. I have a question from Nixomax here, which is, can the B2B workflow also settle in the POS session? I mean, here, of course, if someone comes to the shop and wants to order 100 pastries, it's possible. It will just take time because maybe the order is not ready yet. Or maybe the order can be placed online, and then they can pick it up 2 to 3 days later, and this way the order can be ready. So it's really up to you how you guys are working, but everything is possible. And here I have a last question from Nicola Menconi. How is the initial setup working if we start a new business from scratch, customization and so on? That's a really good question. So here, basically, since I'm part of this process, how it works, I would first advise you to create a database for free as a trial, and then one of our colleagues, or maybe me, or you can also contact me directly as well. So it's I can give you my email address later. So you can try the product, and then one of my colleagues or me are going to contact you to know if you need any help. Then we can make a demonstration, and then based on what you're looking for, we'll give you an advice, and then once you're ready, we can of course offer you a certain type of contract with us, and we also provide, thanks to our super amazing business analysts here, implementation help, meaning that we have experts from the product, which I'm really good with the product, but I'm not as good as them. So this is why they're taking care of the implementation here. So basically, you have no need to stress about everything, implementation, setting up, customization, and so on. Nicola Menconi, last question, and then guys, I will have to say goodbye, unfortunately. Maybe we'll see each other again if you would like to contact me for further explanations and questions, of course. So Nicola asked, when you add app, you need to do the setup, or each time or somewhere the links are already working? No, here, as I said, once you have a paid subscription with us, you can go to the App Store and you can basically add the app, and everything is already set up. Of course, as standard, so you still have to customize it by yourself, but you have nothing else to do. I hope, guys, it was a nice session for you, that I was clear enough. My email address, I don't have anything to write here, but it's yove@odoo.com. So IOVE@odoo.com. I think it's going to be written in the chat. So yes, perfect. It's written in the chat. So you can contact me if you want a demonstration and so on, and I will be happy to help you to increase your business operations and efficiency. It was nice to have you guys. Bye-bye.